Then I have chance to listen to my own melodious voice. But now use this one, I cannot see myself. Use the camera, I still sometimes will go into the... Okay, Selena mixes 2.4 liters of apple juice with 400 ml of celery juice. Write the ratio of apple juice to celery juice. So this one is a very popular question for ratio. They purposely give you two different units. But you must know ratio in the simplest form is no unit one. To change it to no unit, that means we must convert both to same unit first. Okay? So at first is 2.4 liters to 400 milliliters. It is easier to convert a bigger unit to a smaller unit. Liter is a bigger unit. Then every 1 liter is 1000 milliliter. Okay? So if I want to convert, I will write 2.4 liter first. Then every 1 liter is 1000 ml. So 2.4 times 1000, it will become milliliter. So 2400 is to 400. Once they are both in milliliter, then we can cancel them away. So it is 2400 to 400. And then this one, although can do ourselves divide, but I will think it is safer. Just key inside your calculator 2400 over 400 in your fraction, or just divide. Then they will tell you it is 6:1. 6. Okay? This number still easy lah. When the number is more difficult, you don't need to go and think divide by 2, divide by 3 or what. Just key inside calculator 2400 fraction over 400. They tell you 6 already. 6 means 6 over 1 ma. Okay, like that we get how many marks already? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 marks in the back. Write this number in order starting with the smallest. When they are in different form, it is difficult to compare. So I will go and write in the type inside calculator 1 over 6. Change everything to decimal. Then 1 over 6 is 0.1 repeated 6, or 166666666 lah. Can 16% is 0.16, and it stopped at 0.16. It don't have anything behind already, so it is 0.160 already. Okay, so just these two. This one is bigger than this one already because got all the 6 behind. Okay, then square root of 0.16 is 0.4. As I'm writing down, okay, 0.4 sure bigger than 0.16 lah. Can? Then 0.16 square, 0.0256. So it is the smallest because 0.0. Everyone got 0 point something. This one don't have. This one is the smallest lah. Okay. What is important is when I write answer here, I cannot use these decimals that I compare. I must give the answer in the original form. I must write this in this form. So the starting with the smallest is 0.0256. I must write back this form. So 0.16 square. Okay? Then the other 4, just now I say already, 0.1, 0.1, 0.4, this one largest. Then write back the original form. Then 0.16 end already. This one 0.16 still got 6 behind, so this one larger. Okay? Write back the original form. Write back the original form. Another 2 points. So all these are easy marks, must get one. Every time repeat, every year same question. So just be clear about it. Write 3 to the power, write this as a single power of 3. So they want you to combine all these together. So how do we combine? When we are multiplying, the top times 3 to the power of 0 is 3. Anything to the power of 0 is just 1. So we can, anything times 1 is just itself, so we can ignore it. So it actually simplifies to 3 to the power of 2 over 3 to the power of 6. And remember, this is a divide. So if it's a divide, it is also the same as 3 is to 2 divided by 3 is to 6. Okay? But either way, we can also see it in another way. 3 squared is actually 3 times 3. 3 to the power of 6 is actually 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. Okay? This one is to help you see. Then next time, if you, anytime you come across, you forget what is the rule, you go and write down a few. Then, end of the day, what are we doing? We are cancelling what? All our factors, all are multiplied, so we are cancelling. If I cancel 2 away from here, 2 away from here, I'll be left with 4. So actually, the number is the subtraction. 6 minus 2. So end up, I will have 3 squared cancel away already become 1. It is not 3 to the power of 1, it is 1 itself. Okay? Like that, your answer. For those of you who go, remember by your rule 1, 3 to the power of 2 divided by 3 to the power of 6 will become 2 minus 6 become negative 4. So when you have a negative power, the norm or what you all are expected to do is to change it to a positive power by bringing it to the denominator. By default, we want a positive power when we answer question. Okay, still your 4 part A is the easy question. The 1 mark must get 1. The part B is the more difficult question. You are asked to solve this equation. Your unknown is in the power. So when your unknown is in the power, actually there is only one way. We try to make the base the same. Actually 2 ways. We either make the base the same or make the power the same. Usually they will give you make base the same. So you must know 16. Definitely it will be connected to 2, 1 somehow. Okay? So you must go and try. What is 16? How is 16 related to 2? Is it 2 to the power of 1, 2 to the power of 2, 2 to the power of 3, 2 to the power of 4? Then actually it is 16 is actually 2 to the power of 4. Okay? So I change 16 to 2 to the power of 4 because I want to make same base. This one is a clue actually. They are telling you 16 can be changed into a base of 2. Can? Then left hand side. Like that. So this one I must know this rule. 2 to the power of 4 to the power of half. It is the same as the square root of 2 to the power of 4. Then I am actually multiplying the index. Okay? Then it will become 2 to the power of 2. It is not minus, it is not plus. When something is to the power of something, we multiply the index. Okay? Then now, how to solve? The base is the same means the index must be the same. Or you use your eyes also can. 2 is already the same one. So if left is the same as right means n is the same as 2. Equal sign means the same. So like that, by comparison, we can say n equals to 2 already. It is considered the more difficult question. Can? Hey, don't fall asleep, so fun doing math. Okay, factorize completely. This is a difficult question. They want you to realize that the front is a perfect square, the back is also a perfect square. Okay? You have to see lah. They want you to be able to see. Front is a perfect square, back is a perfect square. So they want you to make use of the special identity. This one die, you have to see, you have to remember. It is actually the same as a square minus b square. A perfect square minus a perfect square. Then the way to factorize this perfect square, it will become a plus b, a minus b. Okay? I don't like to remember things, but then this special identity, too bad. Perfect square minus perfect square, you must know how to remember this factorization. Okay? So what is the perfect square in front? 4x square is what square? 4x square is actually the square of 2x. Because square root of 4 is 2. Square root of x square is x. So the front is actually 2x being squared. 81 is 9 times 9. So 81 is actually square of 9. So we actually have a square minus b square. Okay? This one is a difficult question. And the frustrating part is they sometimes will combine this special identity with another question to make it even more difficult. Okay? So, this will become a plus b, a minus b. What is my a, what is my b? 4x square is 2x being square. So, my a is actually 2x. 81 is 9 being square. So, my b is 9. Okay? So, my a is 2x. I will have a plus b, a minus b. Answer. The working itself is easy, but you must be able to see is a difference of perfect square, and you must go and square root your perfect square. That is the difficult part. Okay. Your cross method to get back the factors, your middle is 0 Yeah. Then you are using this and this. You have to go and fill up. There are 2 cross methods. I don't know you all use which one. Then it can either be 2x, 2x. Then you try to get back 81. Sorry, 81 not here. 81 here. Here. Then here you must get 0. Okay? So 81 plus 9 minus 9, you will get back negative 81. then cross. So this one is positive 18x, here is negative 18x. But you go by this way, even more difficult. And for how many points? One mark. If you can get it, good. If you cannot, skip lah. Okay? You get all the easy question, you can get A for the paper already. Difficult question is for you to get full marks. Okay, move on. You have 4 terms. Then we want to factorize. For factorize, we always go by the very first step is whether there are common factor in all my terms. So again, terms are separated by plus and minus. So I have one term, xy, I have minus 2x, I have plus ay, I have minus 2a. So I have 4 terms to start with. This one you all must know. Terms is the word to describe things that are separated by plus and minus. Xy itself is actually plus xy. So I have plus xy, I have minus 2x, I have plus ay, I have minus 2a. If there is a common factor among the 4, I will always first take out the common factor. Let's say everything can be divided by 2, I will take out 2 first. That is always the very first step. Okay? Then now don't have already. Then when I'm left with 4 terms, I must be thinking about factorizing 2 terms at one time. Whether there is a common factor when I split them into 2 and 2. So when I go and look at them, when I see the first term and the second term, both are divisible by x. So I just take out x for the first 2 terms first. xy divide by x, I will left with y. 2x divide by x, left with 2. Then this one is minus, so I have minus 2. Okay? When I expand this thing out, I will get the first 2 terms. So I still have another 2 terms behind. And the common factor between these back 2 terms is A. Okay? I use different color. AY and minus 2A. The common factor is A. So I will want to take out A. Then I'll be left with, again, Y minus 2. Just nice. This question make it easy. What is inside the bracket is the same. So now I'm left with 2 terms. Again, terms are separated by plus and minus. So I have plus x times bracket. I have plus a times bracket. There are 2 terms. Now within these 2 terms, there is a common factor. The common factor is the entire bracket. X times bracket, a times bracket, and they are exactly the same. So now the bracket itself is the common factor. I can take out the common factor, the bracket. So the bracket itself is the common factor. Then when I take out the common factor, I am left with what is x times this one will give me this one. So I must get back my x here. Then a times this will give me back this one. So I'm left with a. Here is plus, so here is plus. Okay? These 2 marks is considered easy lah. They can make it difficult if one is y minus 2, one is 2 minus y. Then you must factorize out a negative sign. Okay? That one, when we see later, then we come to it. But easy one is the bracket is exactly the same. Then we just take out the bracket. Okay, so far, those who are still awake, can we still continue? You all need a break? Nobody say anything means don't need. Very good. Okay, question 6. Got story. Then you must read the story and understand the story. A bike travels 730 meters at an average speed of something. Then it travels a further 1200 meters at an average speed of something. So there are actually two parts of the journey. If I'm going to draw it out, there is one part of the journey, then there is a second part of the journey. The first part of the journey is 730 meters. The second part is 1200 meters. Okay? The individual time that is taken, I don't know. But I know the speed. At a speed of 3.65 meters per second, first part. Speed of 5 meters per second, second part. If I want to calculate average speed for whole journey, we come back to the definition. Average speed. Speed is distance over time. Then if I want the average speed for whole journey, means I don't care about the individual part. I only care about the total distance divided by the total time. Average speed means I don't care individually. I just want to know total distance. I want to know total time. But right now, I know the total distance. Total distance is this one plus this one. Quite straightforward. Okay?
Those of you who have problem with conversion, so you have to be totally to understand what the question is talking about. Can you all focus? A lot of you left this question blank.
Okay? Then I need to know the total time. Total time, I don't know the total time now. I don't even know the individual time. But I can go and find the individual time. Because time is related by distance and speed. I know the distance, I know the speed. I can go and find the time for part 1. I can go and find the time for part 2. So the time for part 1 is equals to distance of part 1 divided by distance of part 2. Okay? We started with meter and meter per second. So if I'm dividing meter by meter per second, meter cancel already. The time I get will be in seconds. Okay? This whole question, they also never ask you about conversion. When we start with meter divided by meter per second, the time definitely is in second. There's only second there. Nobody talk about minute, nobody talk about hour. Okay? So 730 divided by 3.65. 200 seconds. Then the time for part 2 is 1200 divided by 5. Also, it is meter and meter per second. So when I cancel away everything, definitely it will be in seconds also. Okay? So now actually I know already. Part 1, 730 meter took 200 seconds. Part 2, 1200 meter took 240 seconds. So if I want to find the average speed, it is total distance divided by total time. (193/44), and the unit, I divide meter, I divide by second, so it is in meter per second. It's already in meter per second. You can give in any form. 193/44. You can give in the 417 over 44 also can. You can also give in terms of 4.39 meter per second also can. All will give you your full marks. Okay? How is the mark allocation? By finding the total time, you will get 1 mark. By knowing that you have to divide total distance by total time, you will get 1 mark. By getting your final answer, you have 1 mark. So that is how your 3 mark come about. Okay? And this question is considered easy. I would think this is an easy question. They never ask you to do conversion between kilometer per hour, meter per second. Everything is meter, second. They ask you answer also meter per second. You just need to know average speed is total distance divided by total time. That will lead you to go and find the individual time. Okay? Okay, for part B. Part B is totally not related to part A. That is why the naming is like that. A and B can be totally not related one. They don't have a main question. So A and B are separate. They don't want you to use anything from part A. Part B is by itself a question. Okay? So to convert 3.65 meter to kilometer per hour, we are starting with 3.65 meter per second. Okay? I want to convert it to kilometer. Every meter is how many of a kilometer? Every 1 km is 1000 meter. Also means that every 1 meter is 1 over 1000 kilometer. Okay? So if I know one, I know the other. So every 1 meter is 1 over 1000. Sorry, use back black. Is 1 kilometer divided by 1000. Every 1 second, this is 1 second. So same, I will go and write at the side. I don't remember all these things one. 1 hour is 60 minutes. 1 minute is 60 seconds. So 1 hour is 3600 seconds. Meaning 1 second is 1 hour divided by 3600. Okay? So I will do this during exam. From 1 hour equals to 60 minutes, I can get this conversion. Every 1 second is 1 hour over 3600. So it is 1 hour over 3600. Then I can use my calculator already. 3.65 over 1000 divided by 1 over 3600. Then my final answer will be kilometer per hour. Yes. Zoom in left or right? Here. Wow, the setter so romantic. 1314. Yeah. Chinese will know lah. Or you all also don't know already. You all don't know. 1314 in Chinese sounds the same as we spend whole life together. 一生一世。Oh.
Or distance or time. I thought you all learned this or your primary school or lower sec teachers have given you this triangle, right? To tell you about distance, speed, time, how is it related? Do you all recall? Yes. Okay, those of you say yes, can you please write it down so that you can recall? I want to find distance. Speed times time. I want to find speed. Distance divided by time. I want to find time. Distance divided by speed. Okay, so maybe this triangle is useful for some of you who need some concrete example. Okay?
Hey, another way to remember your distance speed time is, if you know what is speed, speed is measured kilometer per hour ma. When we talk about speed, 80 kilometer per hour, 20 kilometer per hour, so you know already speed is kilometer divided by hour, so distance over time. Then from there, your algebra, you can go and manipulate, everything will come out. Okay? Just remember kilometer per hour is speed. Then your distance, your time, all can fit in already. Or you can remember by this. Okay, express 126 as a product of its prime factors. You all are taught two ways. One is the pyramid, one is the ladder. Actually, they are both the same. It's just how you write, because you are keep dividing by. We just keep dividing by the smallest prime factor followed by the next smallest prime factor. So the smallest prime factor is 2. I divide by 2, I get 63. Then I will try, can I divide 63 by 2? Cannot, because it's not an even number. Then I try the next prime factor, which is 3. Then when I divide by 3, I will get 21. Then I try again, can I still divide by 3? Yes, 3, then 7. Okay? The idea is the same. How you write, not important. 126, if I divide by 2, I get 63. So same, I will try, can I divide by 2? Cannot. Then I try divide by 3, 21. Then I try 3 again, left with 7. So they are actually both the same. It's just how you write it. The idea is to keep dividing by the smallest prime factor. Okay? Then we can say 126 is 2 times 3 square and 7. Just write these factors down. 126 is the same as 2 times 3 times 3 times 7. 126 is the same as 2 times 3 times 3 times 7. Okay? Okay? Once you have these two numbers in the factorized form, when you are asked to find the highest common factor, I will write them side by side. Okay. You close one eye no different from not closing eye, what? Okay, when we come to highest common factor, lowest common multiple, the keyword is not the highest and not the lowest. The keyword is the word factor. Okay? When it comes to LCM, HCF, the keyword is factor and multiple. Factor is a small number. Factor is what you divide by. It is a smaller number. So we want our answer to be small. How to let the number be small? We have to be very strict when we choose our factors. Okay? So HCF of these two numbers, I want factor. So I want to be very selective. Between 2 to the power of 3 and 2, I want the smaller number because I want factor. Factor, common, so it must be a small number. The highest is a misleading word. I only want common factor. So common factor is a small word, is a small number. I only take the smaller between the two. Okay? 3 square and 3 square, both the same. So the smaller of them is 3 square. 7 and no 7. 7 and no 7. So I don't take 7. No 7 is stricter than 1 7. So I don't take any 7. So I shouldn't have any 7. 11 and no 11, I should take no 11. Okay? So I also cannot take any 11. So the highest common factor is 2 times 3 square or 2 times 9 equals to 18. Okay? Factor. So I must be very strict. Although it is the highest, but I must take the smallest one. Smaller out of the two. Always is the smaller out of the two when we talk about common factor. Okay? Find the value of k such that 792k is a perfect cube. 792 by itself is 2 cubed times 3 square times 11. By itself, 792 is not a perfect cube. 792k means I multiply something to 792. Then after I multiply, I make it a perfect cube. Perfect cube got this special property. So, for a number to be a perfect cube, all the factors, the index must be multiple of 3. Sorry, must be divisible by 3. Okay? So right now, 2 to the power of 3. 3 can be divided by 3. So, 2 I don't need to care already. But for the factor 3, the index is 2. It is not divisible by 3. I want to multiply something so that make it index become 3. Then the 11, currently it has a value of index of 1. When we don't write means it is 1. So we want to make it divisible by 3. 1 not divisible by 3. So I need to multiply something to this whole number. I need to multiply another 3. Then when I multiply by another 3, my 3 will become power 3. I need to multiply another 11 to the power of 2. So that when I multiply them together, my 11 will become power 3. Then it is divisible by 3. Okay? So, my k is equals to 3 times 11 squared. After I multiply 792 by k, my 792k will look like this. My 792k will look like 2 cubed times 3 cube times 11 cube. When I multiply these two together. Okay, so this is by reverse, by reduction. I find back what should be my k. I find back because I know the index must be divisible by 3. They give you easy, here is 2 and 1. They can give you 4 or 5. Then you must know the next number that is divisible by 3 is 6. Then how many must I multiply by to make it divisible by 3? That is the thinking behind it. But this one is considered difficult question. Okay? The earlier one, HCF, still consider easy question. This one is considered difficult question. But consider difficult, but it's actually quite easy one. Once you know how to think, it is quite easy. Can? How? Those awake, don't need break ah? Very good ah? But now break also no time already.
Our last 10 minutes of this talk.
Now it's time to test your resilience. You're tired, but do another 1-2 question. Okay, this is a similar figure. They tell you already, PQRS is a reduction. Reduction means the diagram is made smaller, the figure is made smaller. Everything small by the same scale. Okay? So, the scale is, you can find the scale from the corresponding side. PQRS, A, B, C, D. So BC and QR. BC is the second and third letter. QR is also second and third letter. So BC is the corresponding side of QR. So from here actually you can find the scale already. Okay? It is reduced by 2:5. 2/5. Okay? Then find angle QRS. QRS means it is this angle. We want to find this angle. Okay? But we know this is two similar figures. If this one is 140, this one is also 140. Then they are testing you. This is a parallelogram. If you straight away know the property, you will know the opposite angle is the same. Then you can straight away write down. If you don't remember property of parallelogram, you should at least know these two lines parallel. If these two lines parallel, this 140 means this angle is 40. Then PS is also parallel to QR. Then because these two parallel, this one 40 means this one must be 140. Okay? So if you don't remember the property of parallelogram, at least you must know remember the rule of parallel lines. Okay? Then you still can get 140. Perpendicular height h. They are similar figure, so the height here will also have the same scale when it is compared to the height here. So I put my h. The ratio or the scale factor of h over 4 is the same as the corresponding side over the corresponding side. shorter over longer, shorter over longer. They should give me the scale factor, so they should give me the same number. Then your algebra come in. Multiply both sides by 4.
Okay, then 5 more minutes. Okay, now, B part 2, right? The question is missing. I've written a lot. Mr. Ong, copy habit. The question is missing. Now you highlight.
The whole
Highlight.
question. Yeah, because it's missing from the
Oh, you all don't have this question.
This question is missing from your paper. Okay, please copy down.
Okay, I draw the PQRS here again. Okay. Hey, last question already. Area of parallelogram. In your syllabus, all your area except circle is all base times height. Every shape is also base times height. Triangle is half base times height. Square is base times height. Rectangle is base times height. Parallelogram is also base times height. Your trapezium is also base times height. All the shape is all base times height. Your base and your height must be 90 degrees apart. So your parallelogram also, you must be the height and the base. Okay? Then your trapezium, it must be the distance between here. This is your height. Just that your base is you have two different base. So you find base 1 plus base 2 divided by 2 times height. It is the average of the two different base. So all your area is all base times height. Base and height 90 degrees apart. So in this question, your 2 is your parallelogram. This is the height, the 90 degrees apart. Okay, so it is simply your area is just 2 times 1.6, 3.2. Very easy one. Other than circle, all your shape is all base times height. Okay? Circle is pi r square. That is the only one different one. All your area is all base times height. Okay, you have 2 or 3 minute break to refresh yourself for your next lesson. Correct, right? Math is so easy and fun. Can do this whole day. Every day. Don't have easier topic already. Don't have easier subject already. Hey, we don't see you until after holiday. Unless holiday come back, find me. Okay? Hey, so John.